Amityville Horror, an anime adaptation. Could the chilling tale of Amityville find new life in the vibrant world of anime? Let's dive into the possibilities and explore how this iconic horror story might translate to a different medium. The Amityville Horror, a story rooted in alleged paranormal events, has captivated audiences for decades. The tale centers around the Lutz family, who move into a house in Amityville, New York, and experience terrifying occurrences. These events, ranging from strange noises to demonic apparitions, drive the family to abandon their home after only 28 days. The book and subsequent films have become cornerstones of the horror genre. The story's enduring appeal lies in its exploration of fear, family, and the unknown. It raises questions about the nature of evil and the power of suggestion. Anime, with its diverse range of styles and themes, offers a unique platform for adapting the Amityville Horror. The visual medium could amplify the story's inherent creepiness. Anime's ability to blend supernatural elements with psychological depth makes it a potentially perfect fit. Imagine the haunting imagery and intense character development. Furthermore, anime often delves into complex emotional landscapes, which could enhance the Lutz family's experience. The medium could explore their fear, paranoia, and desperation with greater nuance. Several anime styles could be employed to bring the Amityville Horror to life. Each style would offer a different interpretation of the source material. A classic horror anime style, reminiscent of Higurashi When They Cry, could emphasize the gore and psychological torment. This approach would focus on the visceral horror of the events. Alternatively, a more atmospheric and suspenseful style, similar to Mushishi, could create a sense of unease and dread. This would prioritize building tension and exploring the psychological impact on the characters. A modern anime style, like Devilman Crybaby, could blend graphic horror with stylized visuals. This approach could offer a fresh and visually striking take on the classic story. Adapting the characters for an anime format would require careful consideration. The Lutz family would need to be relatable and sympathetic. George Lutz, the patriarch, could be portrayed as a strong but increasingly troubled figure. His descent into paranoia and obsession could be visually represented through subtle changes in his appearance and demeanor. Kathy Lutz, the mother, could be depicted as a fiercely protective and increasingly desperate figure. Her struggle to maintain normalcy in the face of the supernatural could be a central theme. The children could be portrayed with a mix of innocence and vulnerability, making their experiences all the more disturbing. Their interactions with the paranormal could be particularly unsettling. Anime's ability to depict the supernatural in creative and imaginative ways could elevate the horror elements of the story. The demonic entities and paranormal phenomena could be visually stunning and terrifying. Imagine the house itself as a character with its own malevolent presence. The anime could visually represent the house's influence on the family. The infamous pig-like creature could be reimagined in a variety of terrifying ways. Anime's creature design capabilities could create a truly unforgettable monster. The use of visual metaphors and symbolism could further enhance the story's themes. The anime could explore the psychological and spiritual dimensions of the haunting. An anime adaptation could expand upon the original story, exploring new angles and perspectives. This could involve delving deeper into the history of the house and the events that preceded the Lutz family's arrival. The anime could also explore the perspectives of other characters, such as the local priest and the investigators who examined the case. This would provide a more comprehensive understanding of the events. Furthermore, the anime could delve into the psychological impact of the haunting on the Lutz family, exploring their long-term trauma and struggles to cope with what they experienced. The anime could also explore the themes of faith, doubt, and the nature of evil. This would add depth and complexity to the story. The music and sound design would be crucial in creating a truly immersive and terrifying experience. The use of unsettling sound effects and haunting melodies could amplify the horror elements. The anime could employ a mix of traditional Japanese music and Western horror themes to create a unique and unsettling soundscape. This would blend the cultural elements of both the source material and the adaptation. The use of silence and sudden bursts of noise could also be used to create tension and suspense. This would keep the audience on edge and amplify the impact of the scares. The voice acting would also be crucial in bringing the characters to life. The actors would need to convey the characters' fear, desperation, and emotional turmoil. An anime adaptation of the Amityville Horror would likely appeal to a wide range of audiences, including horror fans, anime enthusiasts, and movie buffs. The story's enduring popularity and the unique appeal of anime could attract a large viewership. The anime could also attract a younger audience who may not be familiar with the original story. This would introduce a new generation to the chilling tale of Amityville. The anime could also appeal to viewers who are interested in exploring the psychological and spiritual dimensions of horror. This would offer a more intellectual and thought-provoking take on the genre. The anime could also appeal to viewers who are interested in seeing a classic horror story reimagined in a new and innovative way. This would offer a fresh perspective on a familiar tale. Adapting the Amityville Horror into an anime would present several challenges. The anime would need to balance the horror elements with the emotional and psychological aspects of the story. The anime would also need to be respectful of the source material while also adding its own unique spin. This would require careful consideration and creative choices. The anime would also need to be visually appealing and engaging, while also maintaining a sense of realism and authenticity. This would require a skilled animation team and a clear vision. The anime would also need to be sensitive to the potentially controversial aspects of the story, such as the alleged demonic activity and the psychological impact on the Lutz family. This would require careful consideration and responsible storytelling. An anime adaptation of the Amityville Horror presents a compelling and potentially terrifying concept. The combination of the iconic horror story and the unique capabilities of anime could create a truly unforgettable experience. The anime could explore the themes of fear, family, and the unknown in new and innovative ways. It could also offer a fresh perspective on a classic horror tale. While there would be challenges in adapting the story, the potential rewards are significant. An anime adaptation of the Amityville Horror could be a major success, attracting a wide range of audiences and solidifying its place in the horror genre. Ready to see this terrifying vision come to life? Share this concept with your friends, discuss your favorite anime horror adaptations, and let's start a conversation. Who knows, maybe with enough buzz, we'll see Amityville Horror, the anime, become a reality. Let your voice be heard and help bring this chilling tale to a new medium.